I thought about doing a reading series for Sherlock for a long time. So I said, why don't we just dive in and do it? Um, and the first person I went to work with was Tony.
Well, Jay and I were at a cast party for a show that he had just directed, and he mentioned that he was going to do some Sherlock readings in a few months, and I I said I was in. Didn't even need any details. Knew it was going to be a good time.
We started doing the live shows about a year and a half ago, doing monthly live shows, and we had just gotten into our second season when the coronavirus hit and everything shut down. But we wanted a way to stay connected to our audience.
We've kind of settled on the idea that recording in the same space with the same equipment makes sense. So we come down to Hooker Dunham.
Well, the biggest goal in recording them is to make sure we do it with as little risk as possible while maintaining quality of recording.
Of something beyond grief, of a horror such as comes to few men in a lifetime. His brow glistened with perspiration, his cheeks were of the dull, dead white of a fish's belly, and his eyes were wild and staring.
It's always just me and one other actor in the space at a time. Tony will sit at one end of an 8-foot table and I at the other. He's got a big screen in front of him, so he can't actually see me, and I give him direction on how to record.
I like that one. That's probably the one we're going to use. Just try one that's a little more casual.
Trying to keep the possibility of infection to a minimum.
The quality of the recording is just increasing with each episode we do. We learn more. Thanks to our patrons, we've been able to get better recording equipment.
The response from the audience has been fantastic. And we've just reached the point in the last few days where our Patreon subscribers are covering what we would have been making on average from the live shows, which is a great milestone for us.
Thank you to everyone who's come to our live shows, who have become patrons of the podcast. We love it when people stay engaged. And it was easy to stay engaged at the live shows, but even with the podcast, we love when people are engaging us by sending us emails, sharing their thoughts.
Thanks to all our subscribers on Patreon for their patronage and support during this strange time. We here at the Baker Street Readers very much appreciate your support on a continuing basis, which will help us continue to bring these podcasts to you and eventually return to the stage